Hello there, welcome to the business segment of the AM show, which comes your way every Wednesday. Now, more than 500,000 eggs sits at the farm gates and various markets across the country, rotting away as an egg glut hits the country. Ashanti region has the largest population of large-scale poultry farmers, numbering about 13. Producers say the COVID-19 pandemic has affected sales and want government to intervene.
Eggs. Several eggs at the railway market Kumasi go bad as a glut hits the country from COVID-19. The hardest hit in the value chain are women. They are here sitting outside waiting for customers who may never come in these COVID times. More than 90% of sellers are women who say they are losing thousands of Ghana cedis. These are eggs which should have been bought within a day. However, they have been here for over 5 days.
A lot is had been in the system. So we were trying to plead into the authorities. We have a lot of people, the donors, that they are giving money to others, they are giving free food to others, that they also coming into our aid. Why? Because we are all aware that eggs reduce our immune system. So if they also turn their attention into our side and buy some of the eggs we have the orphanages, they can give it to them, that's one. We have the frontline fighters, that is the doctors and nurses that they are taking care of the COVID patients. They also can take some so that it will induce their immune system to fight against the disease. And then we have the prisoners as well, we can give them to them. And they are needy one. There are some people that they cannot even get money to buy one egg. They wait until it's Xmas or Easter before they can get one egg to eat. So those people too, the authority can also help us so that we buy these eggs for them and they also get their immune system to fight against the disease that we are all thinking about.
They used to be bought cash and carry, but they are currently being given out on credit, and the various experiences are bad.
So be our customers kakra yɛde bi kɔ nkran yɛde bi kɔ takorade takwa pristiane ade nti wo customer wɔ hɔ a wo hwɛ abebu so no na wotwe bi yɛde bɛbrɛw nti na ɛsa won so wodi bi kɔ moma wo nti obi wɔ hɔ a wotiri yi a ɔyɛ no kwafo ɔbɛtɔn no de usika abrɛw obi wɔ so obedi fa obi wɔ kra o metua kra before Christmas yɛ wɔ ha yɛ tokosi abrantie bi ɛfrɛ na adu jamfi wo ba baako wo bɛtɔ utua no sa ba biem one maame bi di dwa wa ha abante ne beto ye mrada sesa akosu ye wo ha nyina de ko ye yente ne nka biem wo frɛ no cross onimu se ano ne ayehia aban ne so ne se obeboa yen so omadeda hospitals no mo ntumi ntokusu ye ne bi no aban beboa na wato na wachecha ama wo
aka ne de first kosu ye ne day e betuma to more than 1,000 crates say kosu ya ba 50 crates akoso na 100 yentokusi anokra tiama adwuma ne ye ayetin sisi de papai ne de se dodo na yetugu epise wunya baabia emfa nko first na nko mo ye aduane bi bua ye sisi no mo se de aye no kosi o de kwa ye aduane bi hu a obeka se ase onto ntitu a na yetugu ntika na yebo me gina ho me sika wo 1 billion e wokam me nsanka wo be china wo be kono so saa ontia fama nso so ye den a obegini sika ebisa na odo to aduane ama abo na di no asade abele yen nti ye wo hande nipa bebrere de ka ti nipa bebrere hwe ye o mo de ka hu we bengu so de meka wo be kono so saa wo twakwan a on sanka.
Hajia Amina Haruna tells me this would have been a time when the market has excess eggs, but not to this extent. She adds some 50,000 crates were picked by the gender ministry during the lockdown, but since then virtually no one is buying the eggs.
Every year we had a glut of eggs. Usually start from April, May, June, July, up to November. When they sell some of the best, then it comes down. But it's usually every year.
It looks like this year is worse because of the COVID-19. Can you give us an idea about how bad it is currently?
It's true. This year, since January, because of the disease, nobody is coming. So unfortunately for us, government too came and collect part of it, which is not all what we want. So after the collection of the little they can, the rest has been stopped. So we are still on the glut. Yeah. There's no way for us to take it because the borders have been closed. Previously, when the borders were there, we can take some to Aflao or Burkina, but now the borders have been closed, so we can't take them anywhere. Yeah.
How is this affecting your business as somebody who constantly does this kind of business?
It's affecting us too much because we have brokerages, damages, nobody is buying them. So we have to take them home and eat some. And then some too, we can't eat them because of the lockup.
The Ashanti region has the largest number of large-scale poultry farmers out of the 29 across the country. We have come to Asante Bekwai, where one of the 13 large-scale farms are. Santak Farm alone has 225,000 birds here. Majority are layers. Average industry egg production is 250 eggs per layer per day. The average cost per kilogram of producing broilers in Ghana estimated at 15 Ghana cedis for large-scale producers and higher for small-scale producers. Ghana produces more than 78 million birds. Well, guess what? About 80% of these birds are layers. It means several eggs in the market during these COVID times. In this poultry farm alone, we have over 40,000 eggs. That's a crate of eggs waiting to be bought. To the market? No, because in the market women cannot pick these huge numbers. This is actually a production of about a week, and the farmers are helpless. They don't know where to send these eggs as there's currently a glut.
The market have been closed and the market women are not being allowed to sell their eggs. So it's causing us a huge problem. Right now, for them to come for their eggs is a problem, and movements too is being restricted. At least we will have about 4,000 eggs of trays per day.
So what's going to happen? How are you going to dispose of these eggs?
If things don't change, we have no option.
Debts have begun piling for women who have taken loans.
You know that this work demands a lot of financing, and most of our finances are from banks. And now the eggs is the money that we use, the eggs money is the money that we use to pay those loans. But now, they are not buying the eggs. So it continues to lie at the farms and the markets, as you witness with it. So it's affecting our business. What we are doing now is we make it as a contract to get a lot of the eggs for people to do. So we are advertising the places that they need eggs. We just call all of them, make arrangements to collect a lot of them, and then we give it. We have been to government also to help us. Because last month when the lockdown was there, we were able to see the government officials to give us Minister of Agraria all in with us. And Gender Minister, to see her. They give us about a contract of 50,000 eggs so that they'll be given to the needy. And Ashanti region here too, they collected some of our eggs. We gather it for them also to buy so that it will reduce the tension that is in the system.
Over 500,000 eggs across the country are not being bought, and many more add to the numbers daily. The layer industry is currently the relic left of the poultry industry. Ghana imports more than 60% of cut chicken in a year. In 2018 alone, the imported number was 61%, though a policy document indicates 60%. This had to go on to bridge the gap or to augment the imported needs of the country. Majority of the importation is from the United States of America. Ghana used to export poultry about 20 years ago. As it stands now, the country spends close to $400 million every year importing chicken. Ghana also imports about 70% of its day-old chicks, making the layer market the only sector really thriving. The coronavirus has dealt a big blow to the sector with the various closures, and it will take a huge support from government to revive it.
And that's it for this week. That's AM Business. We bring you business every Wednesday here on the AM show. Coming up next is AM Talk. We're talking about all the big national issues here on our show. Meet our guests, Member of Parliament for Empire. So he also chairs the Defence Committee of Parliament. Mr. Seth Champong is on our show this morning. There he is. Also joining us, Alhaji Mustafa Hussaini. He's the MP for Tamale Central, ranking member, Constitutional Legal Parliamentary Affairs Committee. Well, they're lucky. They're getting the COVID-19 tests done, and there are some members who are even asking for their spouses to be included. Is that fair? Well, there are plenty other conversations that we're having, including the reports of the vetting of judges. That conversation is in Parliament this morning. Before that, we have our own conversation, so don't miss it. Stay with us.